Damn it, Susan, just stick to something. First you bless me with your algorithm and give me 100 subs every time I take a shit, and now you're doing this. So if you haven't heard yet, apparently YouTube is removing the ability to see the dislike count on videos, which is completely fucking dumb. Now I can't laugh at Crap Gamer when he gets thousands of dislikes on his insanely shitty videos. So yeah, sometime soon the dislike counter on YouTube will be no more. And it sucks, it really fucking does. There's so many examples that I could make. For one, I'm able to find videos to make fun of a lot easier with the dislike counter. Two, if someone's doing something really sketchy, like putting a link to a ROM site that doesn't actually give you a ROM, but just gives you a virus instead, you can literally save your computer by noticing that the like to dislike ratio is super high. Then there's the fact that it helps send corporations and the people a message that something they're doing isn't good. And overall, it just feels like YouTube is trying to silence the people and deflect criticism. I mean, come on. YouTube has already had so much control deflecting criticism on their platform, it's not even funny. First, they delete pretty much any mean comment on their own, and I would know because I get a ton of them and they all get deleted, which kinda sucks because I want to make fun of these people in a community post or something. You say the fuck word down in the comments? Deleted. You say anything other than I disagree with you there? Deleted. They also have the dislike count on comments disabled, same for community posts. They've been nuking edgy commentary channels similar to mine like Leafy, and fuck, I think even one of my friends, a British Potato, got nuked back in December of last year. And all of this just proves to me that YouTube doesn't know the difference between harassment and actual criticism. Harassment is telling people to kill themselves, constantly making fun of them every single day, doxing, shit like that. Criticism is what people like myself do. Yes, we're a little edgy with it, but that's to make it actually funny and make it entertaining to watch. Like, imagine if I did a Crap Gamer video and like, oh, yes, Crap Gamer, I disagree, because a game being ported to PC means that it will be played by more people than just those people on PlayStation. Like, no, that's fucking boring. Give me the edgy shit. It's why channels like Leafy and Pyrocynical were and still are so popular. But that's what YouTube wants, which is why I don't expect to be here long. Everyone with two brain cells to rub together is pretty pissed about this. Once again, it feels like YouTube is trying to silence the people who criticize others. They don't want it to be publicly known that people don't like a video. Soon enough, comments are gonna get deleted, then commentary channels like myself are gonna get deleted, and then soon enough YouTube will probably just be a giant shit show where everyone has to stare at the screen saying nothing or else their content will get nuked. But who else to defend this action than none other than Kotaku? Yep, it was about time that I made a video making fun of Kotaku, so enough talking and let's see what the internet has shat out today.
YouTube has removed the dislike counter. Rip all those most disliked YouTube video ever accolades. It was teased back in March, but today YouTube made it official. The platform will be removing the dislike counter, meaning that you'll no longer be able to look at a video and think, gee, this isn't a very popular video, I'm sure it's a bad video and not all the result of a weaponized fanbase and or political group.
You've got to do better.
Fuck, Kotaku, you were just being based. You had the Switch emulation thing, then you had the thing ranting about the god-awful Switch Online expansion pack, and you had to fuck it all up. It's like watching an overweight drunk person trying to do hurdles at this point. Although probably most of the people working at Kotaku are literally that. I'm sure that sometimes a video is disliked because people told others to dislike it, but for one, that's literally against TOS, and YouTube could just ban all the users that tell others to dislike bomb. And also, 90% of the time, mass dislikes are for good reason. YouTube Rewind 2018, it was actual dog shit. Sometimes it's literal fucking pedophiles making an apology, or worse, defending themselves. Other times it's corporations being straight up anti-consumer. And of course, Kotaku is saying this, speaking from tons of experience, because they're the ones fucking trying to bring politics into gaming. And to say that dislikes mostly come from entitled political extremists is very ironic coming from the people who again bring politics into gaming of all things and talk about how Scott Cawthon is bad to the core.
The dislike button itself will remain, so you can make your feelings known if you truly must. It's just the public counter displaying how many times the dislike button has been clicked that's going away.
Yeah, and that dislike counter, like I said, really helps you tell what videos are good or not. I don't think I've ever seen a good video with a dislike ratio that was under 50% in all of the time I've spent on this platform. And then they take a section from the tweet that YouTube put out. Basically, YouTube had an experiment earlier this year to see what would cause less dislike bombing, and it turns out that they found dislike bombing happened a lot less with the counter turned off. But still, this isn't gonna fucking stop dislike bombing. It's just gonna make the people who can't take criticism and shouldn't be on the internet, like the person we're reading about today, giving those people an echo chamber. Which, if they want an echo chamber, there is some place called their house they can go to and brainwash all of the people they want. If people are gonna dislike bomb a video, they're gonna do it. A fucking number disappearing is not going to stop people. It's literally just making the site's quality objectively worse. It's turning YouTube into an echo chamber. And hey, I've been disliked bombed before, but the thing is, I have a semblance of self-awareness and I can tell when a video is shit or not. And keep in mind, I was in fucking 7th grade when I got disliked bombed. I was like 12 at the time. A fucking preteen can take better criticism than these people. Jesus Christ.
This should indeed help out smaller creators who are indeed attacked like this, and help protect their channel from the adverse results of newcomers seeing massively disliked videos might produce. At the same time, there's also the unmentioned fact that this will also help out massive companies whose videos can be disliked because they've done something fans feel is shitty, and or a situation where a mass dislike campaign is one of the only ways people can feel like they're protesting in a world where they feel increasingly powerless in.
See, the smaller creators that get attacked either have shitty quality or shitty takes, and even then, when a small creator gets dislike bombed, sure, their other content that has nothing to do with the original video may get dislike bombed as well. But once they actually correct their mistake, it goes away after a week at most. People have actual lives, unlike yourself, and they don't spend their entire time hating on a singular random person. Look at people like Nier. He had a really fucking awful take about Griffin, and now he's back making content again, not even a half year later, and he's doing better than he ever has before, because he learned from his mistake. And those smaller channels sure as hell can too. And the corporations, you're seriously defending the multi-million-dollar corporations now? What videos have been dislike bombed that have been made by corporations? I think of the Battlefield 5 trailer where they added in political agenda dog shit to their Battlefield game. Bad IGN reviews because they don't understand the game they're playing. Like, look at the Shin Megami Tensei 5 video they just made. Actual dog shit. They kept comparing Persona 5 to it rather than an actual SMT game. YouTube Rewind 2018 where YouTube just showed that they have no understanding of their platform or pop culture in general. The Fallout 76 trailer where instead of trying to fix what was wrong with Fallout 4, they added a multiplayer expansion to it that was separate from the game, charged for $60, came out, and it turned out that it was a broken pile of shit. A lot of apology videos where instead of actually apologizing, the people try to defend themselves, and keep in mind, some of these people are literal fucking scammers like the Cyberpunk devs, or God forbid, fucking pedophiles. All of those examples are moments where the dislike count became incredibly useful to show corporations, hey, just because you're a multi-million-dollar company, you're not gonna forget what got you there and how easily it can be taken away. And you might be saying, well, what does the count do? It draws attention that people don't like something. The count being removed means that not as much attention will be shown rather than there actually being a count. For example, if JTech goes out and false copyright strikes someone again, like he did with me, and let's face it, he definitely will, if something like that happens again and not as many people draw attention to the situation, we're gonna have another situation like mine where it just goes under the radar and pretty much nothing happens. Which, believe me, I'm gonna do everything in my fucking power that something like that never happens to anyone ever again.
The dislike count will still be available to creators themselves, who can view numbers behind the scenes, and viewers can still dislike videos to tune their recommendations, and privately share feedback with creators. YouTube says the changes take effect from today, so if you can still see the counter at the time of posting, that will go away very soon.
You can tell this guy is celebrating so much right now. Like, finally, I won't be publicly shamed for saying stupid shit online. I can turn the entire world into my own little echo chamber. But the dislike count going away, once again, it's silencing people's criticisms. They're already silenced so much at this point that I won't be surprised that if the dislike button goes away in general in a year or so. Everything about this article just feels so fucking wrong. Like, this person is literally endorsing the silence of criticism. We'll see how that works out for them. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I honestly don't care if you like or dislike, but subscribe though, definitely, because we're about to hit 2,000 subscribers in under a month. And as always, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.
What are you going to do?